Hey there, this is Professor William Wagner again, and there's a big story coming out of Minnesota. And once again, that state seems to be just determined to interfere and treat religious people differently than the rest of their citizens. Minnesota passed a law that pertained to this dual enrollment, and you probably heard about it in high school. You can get dual enrollment and get some college credit. And then they amended that law to say that everybody can get that kind of credit except for schools that have a statement of faith. And so they expressly targeted Christian schools and religious schools from being able to participate in this program that all of the rest of the citizens were able to participate in. The constitutional standard here is the First Amendment. Government cannot make any law that substantially interferes with a person's free exercise of religious conscience. And especially when they target religious behavior, the U.S. Supreme Court has made very clear that there is a very high level of scrutiny that the court will give any government action that is interfering in the way that Minnesota is interfering with the way of a Christian person's education. And so when the law in Minnesota was challenged, the court did the right thing. It applied the First Amendment that government shall not interfere with a person's free exercise of religious conscience, and especially if you are targeting a particular faith and a faith-based statement. And when that happens, again, just so you know out there, folks, that standard of review goes very, very high. It's called strict scrutiny, and they're going to come in, bring out the microscope, and put the government action under the microscope. And if the government cannot come forward with a reason of the highest order, the highest standard in American law for interfering with that constitutional liberty, for example, is there a international danger of a city being blown off the map? Is there national security interest here? Obviously, that's not the case here. And so what happened was people of faith were able to, again, participate as full citizens in this program along with the rest of the state. So I hope you have a good understanding of the First Amendment standard here, and be encouraged that when good lawyers get behind good Christian people willing to fiercely be unafraid to stand for truth and to always do it with compassion and respect, sometimes good things can happen like it did here. And so until next time, this is Professor William Wagner for Faith and for Freedom and for such a time as this.